Sound more natural in English? 5 secrets you need to know. Hey everyone, it's Emran. Have you ever noticed how some people just different when they speak English? Not like a textbook, but natural, smooth, and confident. You know what I mean? I am going to the store versus, hey, I'm heading to the store. Need anything? See the difference? Don't worry, you're not alone. In today's video, I'll share 5 easy tips to help you sound more natural and confident when speaking English. So stick around because you won't want to miss this. Alright, let's dive right into tip number 1, contractions. This is huge, guys. Native speakers rarely say, I cannot or I do not. It sounds stiff, right? Instead, we naturally shorten these phrases like, I can't or I don't. Think about it. Which sounds more natural to you? I cannot go to the party tonight, or I can't go to the party tonight. It's a small change, but it makes a world of difference. And the best part? Contractions are everywhere in English. So start listening for them in movies, TV shows, or even when you're chatting with native speakers. You'll be surprised how quickly you start picking them up. Remember, using contractions is like adding that secret sauce to your English. It instantly makes you sound more relaxed and fluent. Now let's move on to tip number 2, intonation. This is where the magic really happens. Because English isn't just about the words you use, it's about how you, them. Think of it like music. Music has high notes and low notes, right? Well, your voice does too. And just like music, those ups and downs add emotion and meaning to what you're saying. So how can you improve your intonation? Start by paying attention to how native speakers use their voices. Notice how their pitch rises at the end of a question or how their voice goes down when they're making a statement. Try it yourself. Say this sentence out loud. Are you coming to the party? Did your voice go up at the end? Now try this one. I'm definitely coming to the party. Did your voice go down? See? Intonation is like adding that extra layer of Englishness to your speech. It makes you sound more interesting and engaging. Chapter 3. Tip number 3, the art of sounding natural, without really trying. Alright, moving on to tip number 3, filler words. Now, I know what you're thinking. Filler words? Aren't those bad? Well, not always. You see, native speakers use filler words all the time. Words like, they're like little pauses that give us time to think while we're speaking. The key here is to use them strategically. Don't just throw them in randomly. Instead, try using them when you need a moment to gather your thoughts, or when you're transitioning between ideas. For example, instead of saying, I went to the store yesterday, you could say, I went to the store like yesterday, to pick up some milk. See how those little filler words just make it sound more natural and conversational. But remember, moderation is key. Too many filler words and it'll sound like you don't know what you're talking about. Just sprinkle them in here and there to add that natural flow to your speech. Chapter 4. Tip number 4, unlock secret English code. Ready for tip number 4? This one's my favorite, idioms and expressions. These are like little nuggets of wisdom that native speakers use all the time. Think of them like shortcuts to sounding more natural. Instead of saying, I'm very tired, you can say, I'm wiped out. Or instead of, it's easy, you can say, it's a piece of cake. These phrases are like secret codes to sounding more natural. They add color and personality to your English, and they show that you have a deeper understanding of the language. The best way to learn idioms and expressions is to immerse yourself in English. Watch movies, listen to music, and chat with native speakers as much as you can. You'll start to pick up on these phrases naturally, and soon you'll be using them like a pro. Chapter 5. Tip number 5, level up your English. And finally, tip number 5, practice with native speakers. This is the most important tip of all because the more you practice, the more natural your English will become. Think about it. How did you learn to speak your native language? By listening to your parents, siblings, and everyone around you, right? The same principle applies to learning English. Now I know finding native speakers to practice with can be tough, especially if you don't live in an English-speaking country, but there are tons of resources available online. You can find language partners on apps like HelloTalk or Tandem, or join online communities like italki or English Central. The key is to find opportunities to use your English in a real-life setting. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become. Remember, fluency comes with time and consistent effort. So there you have it, my 5 top tips to help you sound more natural when you speak English. Remember, becoming a confident English speaker is a journey, not a race. Take your time, be patient with yourself, and most importantly, have fun with it. Now it's your turn. Which tip will you try first? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more English tips. Let's make your English sound amazing, together.